Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 143. I'm Naturally Nitty, aka Jessica.
And I'm Darnith, also known as Alina. Today is May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's a planning podcast day. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, this is our weekly podcast. If you're a regular, you know it's about every other week or every week during the term, every other week during
We try.
So, thank you for coming back.
Yes. So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and craft along with us. Planning podcast today because it's the first month in term.
Yes.
And the first week, which I can't believe it's already the 5th already. We haven't done this. I haven't even looked at the classes yet. Surprise, surprise.
So first off, I put up on our show notes the timelines for the advanced studies. Newt, you should know this already because you would have had to already propose your Newt. This month is your 50% benchmark for 75 points. So get working on that.
I'm almost there.
I am not. For the owls, between the 1st and the 22nd, you can propose an owl. You can only start your owl after you're approved. So that's it. So, Order of the Phoenix. You can start proposing your broom today.
I don't know if I want to do one.
Through the 17th. You have a few weeks, so decide. And then I didn't even look up at Quidditch, so
Me neither.
I'm sorry. So, what are you doing for your newt? Just tell everyone.
My newt is spinning yarn, 36 ounces, into a giant mashup of a 3-ply. I'm using my Pancake and Lulu Fiber Club, 12 months of it. And then I'm also processing wool into 20 pounds of Rolags and fiber nests, or bats, as I like to call them, because they're little baby bats. That's basically it. Also, on that note, because we haven't started planning, Tallulah has been getting in to the Rolags. Like, I keep stuff. I have, my little table that I made.
Is there alpaca in them?
There is, and I've been using a new silk that I got, so I'm wondering if that's attracting her, because it was like literally like 3 days in a row I found stuff like Rolags pulled apart, and I was like ready to wring her neck. I was so mad. So now I have them packed away in a Rubbermaid, but like I never used to have to do that. I was so mad at her. Like, you a rat.
Yeah, usually like alpaca and silk will attract cats.
So I'm just irritated. But yeah, so I've been working on that. We podcasted since my retreat, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made a lot of Rolags then. I did a little bit more, but that's about it. Sorry. What's your newt?
I am knitting 6 pairs of socks, 5 adult socks, and a pair of baby socks. I am not sure if I'm going to be able to finish it. Like, seriously.
What are you on right now?
You figure the first month is, like all just newt.
Front load it, yeah.
And I have to finish the 1 pair that I'm working on. I just cast on this morning a 3rd pair, and then I'm working on my 2nd pair. So basically for 50%, I need to have 3 socks knit. So that's a pair of socks and a half. So, I figure, I said 3 socks or the equivalent. So
you're almost there if you finished a pair already.
No, I haven't finished.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No, I still have to. Oh. But I started another one. So, I don't know. I am just a slow knitter, I guess. Because I have been taking those socks around with me everywhere, and I'm still not done. Like, everywhere. Darn my size 9 feet. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. So, you're not sure if you're doing an order mission?
I don't know. I said, like, I wasn't even going to do a newt this term because I wanted to take it easy and focus on, like, Rolex and my business. So that's why I have that into my newt. So I think I don't want to pressure myself.
Then don't do it.
And I'm going to, like, kind of do whatever I want for classes. I mean, I'll at least get one in, but I'm not going to try and get all the points ever. Unless, you know, something fun comes up or I want to or whatever. But I'm not going to, like, have the need of needing to have all the points way down. Because it has in the past. Like, I like to win. So, yeah.
See, I've learned how to say no, so that's not helpful. So you just need to learn how to say no. So say no to the order mission.
Yeah.
I was reading through the thread, and they fine-tuned a little bit of the proposal. Like, if you say this is what it means type of thing. Like, if you say, I'm going to knit with 650 yards.
You have to.
Into the shawl, you have to do it. So they said to use, like, list the minimum, or say, I'm going to use this yarn to make this pattern. You know, they were just kind of saying, like, how to make it so you can work around it.
Right. Yeah. Well, I remember last year proposing one, and they're like, if you want to not be so specific for the pattern.
Yeah, that's what they said.
And I was like, no, I need to knit it. Though I do need to knit that sweater. Maybe I should try it again.
No.
That's so horrible. All right.
So I have a shawl that I need to knit, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this term or next term, because it's for our mom's cousin, so our second cousin, I don't know. Anyways, it's for her, and if I can do a shawl in a order mission, but she wants beads on it, so that's a little tougher. I'm not sure if I could do that as an order mission, so I might save it for next term and maybe put it as part of
yeah.
But that's what I'm thinking about. I'm pondering it, and I am totally okay with not doing an order mission, because really, when I do advanced studies, I try to do one knitting, one crochet, and one spinning, if I can. And I am knitting all these socks, so I don't really know if I have time to knit a shawl. So I don't think I could. It's not that I have time, but, like, sometimes you just get sick of knitting, so you need to, like, do another craft. So, yeah.
I hear ya.
I mean, but I could always, like, in or something for the order mission, because that would be a different craft, so I could diversify my crafting, if that makes sense.
I hear ya.
I don't know, I'm still pondering it. I didn't really read over the,
prompts.
Yeah, the prompts for the order mission. I just read the, like, how you word it type of stuff. I have to go back and read that. So if you're thinking about doing an order mission, you need to read up on that. You have to have your broom proposed by the 17th.
That's a good one.
Okay, let's go to the classes then.
Okay.
Go for it.
So Care of Magical Creatures is, I can't even.
Acromantula and Thestral.
And Thestrals. Okay, for this month, craft something inspired by either Acromantula or Thestrals. Some examples are, but not limited to, something for your home, something large, something with 8 pieces, something inspired by their web, or something inspired by their Thestral skeletal appearance, something to aid in a trip with a Thestral, or something with wings, or something inspired by their invisibility.
So, like, if you like doilies, this is the class for you. For acromantula, no, because I've seen some people do some really pretty doilies.
Yeah, no, they.
Or if you like lace, like shawls, and you can knit a shawl in a month, that would be good for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to make an octopus amigurumi, that would work too, because there is 8 pieces.
True. The skeletal appearance, you could do all sorts of skull type inspired knits.
Or something with like ribs, not ribbing. Well, ribbing too, because there's like lines. But I was thinking like like the slip stitch, the mock cables.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are like just like line. You could do that because that would look really cool too.
True.
So there's a lot of things that you can do for that. I personally don't have anything to do for that, but maybe I will. Okay, so next up is charms. We're studying aguamenti. So craft using the colors of water. Create a container to hold the water, or craft something to protect yourself against a stray stream of water.
Cool.
So, yeah, I like blue, so I could craft with blue. Or you could craft with green, because, like, sometimes water is not blue.
Right. Or either, like, if you look at a lake, like a silvery, bluish.
Yeah. With, like, greens and blue and black. And, yeah. So you could craft with that.
Yep.
That's cool.
All right.
Or you could like make a container. Now, I wonder if I didn't check out the FAQs, but I wonder if you create like a cozy for like a water bottle, if that would work.
For this, I've been wanting to make one.
But I'm not sure if that would work. I don't know. I'd have to check the FAQs, but I mean,
because
that
it would contain it. It'd just be in a jar or a bottle as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you could check on that, or I will too. Okay. So, defense against the dark arts. Your assignment is to craft something that has a final or nearly final step or steps, or hardens it into final shape. This may include, but not limited to, knitted or crocheted products that are blocked to set the shape of a garment or to open up a lace pattern, a skein of handspun that is washed and set, or a felting project. Non-Ravelry crafts will be accepted this month, provided they fit the prompt. So, could you like starch something if you're sewing it?
You can, I think I might just turn in sewing, because the final step of my sewing is I press everything so it stands up straight, and that's basically, that would be counted. But like the ironing before you cut is not accepted. But before I finish, I iron everything flat, and then I do a top stitch. So that's a nearly final step that hardens it into its final place.
Yeah.
So I think I might just turn in some sewing for that. And I'll like take a picture of me ironing it at the end.
Yeah.
Because that would count. In that, like,
well, you could do a before and after too, to show that it really does make it take shape.
And I did read the FAQs of that class, and they said, and that's why I said I know like the ironing before you cut doesn't count to flatten the fabric, but the ironing as a final step does count. So that's why I know that it would work. So I'll probably turn in some sewing for that, because I have some sewing to do.
Sweet. I don't know if I have anything for that.
But like that's anything like blocking, which most everything needs blocking anyway. So
True.
Make something and then block it.
True.
So that works pretty good. Or like if you're felting something, you shape it at the end to make it in its shape. So, okay, next up is divination. Your homework this month is to use one or more of the censures method for divining the future. 1, 2 or more different colors or materials to create one object. Find an object. Number 2, find an object, symbol, shape, the pattern, or individual object. Non-Ravelry crafts are accepted this month, and you do not need pre-approval. I already have what I'm going to turn in for that. I was trying some rustic baskets using burlap and cotton on the inside, so that's 2 different materials.
Cool. I have some more that I could do too, actually. No, but 2 different colors, like you could do anything with 2 colors.
Right.
That's cool. All right. History of magic. The Great Wall of China. Dyers, look around you and be inspired by the green and gray of the wall and its surrounding landscape. You may use the pictures included here or one found elsewhere online, but please focus on the wall and the landscape. If you have a picture of your great Uncle Jack climbing the wall, you may not use the virulent purple of his windbreaker as your inspiration. So the wall and the landscape. Spinners, this wall has lasted centuries, or at least parts of it have. Use a fiber choice or plying technique that will give your final yarn great strength to stand the test of time. So 3-ply, 10-ply, cable ply. Crocheters, weavers, and knitters, you may take inspiration from either the shape of the wall, make something long, something built of brick-like shapes, or something based on your own inspiration, or from its designer's protective, intent. Make something intended to protect, even though, like the wall, it may not work in the long run. So,
Yeah.
that kind of, you can do a lot with that. With spinning, you could do pretty much anything except for like single plies, I would say. Dyeing, that would be fun too. Just different landscapey colors or of the wall. And everything else.
I think the brick, like, you could do, like, that, not basket weave. Well, you could do basket weave, but that one where it's like 2 colors.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool. I made a Swiffer cover like that.
Yeah.
What that's called.
You could do something like that. I forget what that is.
It's not honeycomb, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's more square.
Yeah. That would be fun.
So that would turn out really cool. I don't have anything for that, but I thought that was a good one. We're studying like how the Great Wall of China really got made, opposed to the Muggle view. It's the real view. So if you have time, go read that prompt. It's pretty clever.
I will.
So next up is Muggle Studies. We're studying Muggle stamps. For your homework this month, they would like you to craft something that represents a stamp from the Muggle world. Please include a picture of the stamp that inspires your work, your handed. This month they will not be accepting any Ravelry craft. So just go to the Postal Service and look at all the stamps. There's stamps for everything. There's like Dr. Seuss, Star Wars, Harry Potter,
They do.
flowers, flag.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah. There's everything.
All right. So potions. The invigoration draft. Craft something inspired by this potion. I need to read the prompt.
Yeah, in the prompt, I didn't feel like copying the whole prompt. In the prompt, they have like the process of making the potion.
Okay.
And the ingredients. So anything from that you could craft. So you have homework to do.
You have to read something.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So, transfiguration. We're learning the color changing transfiguration. So, this month they would like us to explore your ability to transfigure an object with color. Be inspired by all of the colors around you as the seasons change. Your requirements are quite simple. Take any pattern and create it using a color that would not be expected for that object. Or use a color that you would not normally use. So if you normally would never ever use pink yarn, then use pink yarn. Or if you would never ever think of having a purple and green dog, this month create a purple and green dog. Don't just think outside the box. Use all the crayons in that box of 128.
That's funny. That's fun.
Yeah. So, like, basically use color, but, like, colors that you wouldn't normally think of. So that would be cool. Like, you could do a mashup. Because, you know, typically with a mashup, you take two kind of that go together, but you could do two that totally don't go together and see what you get.
It'll probably become awesome. That would be really cool with weaving, too, if you're a weaver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Make a plaid with really weird colors. That's cool. So I have a baby hat that I need to turn in somewhere, and nothing really jumped out at me.
What color is it?
Gray. I guess it could be the wall, right? Is the wall gray at all?
Yeah. Or you could look at the potions for the invigoration drop.
I don't even have it here. I sent it along with Dawn back to Colorado. But yeah. So that's it, right?
Yeah.
Tis.
Now on to our regular podcast.
I need a hat.
I was going to say, do you have any mojo?
I will pull up a picture. I finished a sweater and a hat. For the soon-to-be baby nephew. Here's the hat.
Oh, that's cute.
Oops. More echo.
That turned out really nice.
Yeah.
Now, was that sweater your detention project?
When did I finish this? I have to see when I put the buttons on, so maybe it could be. It was the day I took that picture. Yeah, I think I finished it Sunday.
Cool. So I don't have.
I can put it in detention. Yay!
I don't have any mojo.
That's okay.
So works in progress.
I have none.
I have a lot of works in progress. I have the socks that I'm working on now. These are my brown ones. The cable. And as you can see, I just started the increase for the heel. So that's cool. I also started just this morning. I have like 4 rows of toes for my charade socks. And then I am still knitting on these socks for my knitting.
They're getting there.
Yeah.
A few more inches.
Yeah, I have like one more color, and then when I'm halfway through the next color with the light blue, I'll start the ribbing. So that's good. Like, they're already 9 inches, so I could probably start the ribbing now if I wanted to. But I kind of want to use up all the yarn, so
Makes sense.
I'm going. But yeah, so they're turned out really nice.
Like them.
Everyone loves them. When I pull them out to knit them, they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And I'm not kidding. And I've had people be like, "Those look so soft. Can I touch them?" I'm like, "Go ahead." You know, like, it's not like they're on my body, like I'm knitting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I don't mind. But yeah, so that's what I am working on. That's all that I am working on.
I need to cast on something. I don't have anything to work on.
Well, do you have something that you need to make?
I finished the baby things. Am I echoing to you? Because it's really annoying. I'm sorry, listeners.
Turn your volume down a little bit.
It is. It's more than halfway down.
Let me turn mine down a little bit.
Anyways.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, and now it's not echoing.
All right. I had mine up because I was watching the video earlier.
I blame you.
Yeah.
So I don't have any works in progress, but I have spinning. Are you done with your works in progress? Yes? Okay. So I finished the 3rd bobbin for my newt.
Oh, cool.
And now I need to start tree plying these. I'm hoping it'll be pretty.
I think it will.
We'll see. But yeah, so I'm excited. And then I started the next one, but I need to pull out my. I can't even think. My brain is so fried. Sidekick, because that has my jumbo bobbin, so I can make the biggest skeins I can. But yeah, a lot of spinning right here. Like, I tried to stay within like a 36 wrap per inch single.
So you're aiming for what, DK weight?
DK worsted, like a light worsted maybe, ish. You know, I figure I can futz with whatever pattern, because I haven't picked out a specific pattern yet for a sweater that will really knit out of it, but I figured that's a good weight for a sweater.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I'm still spinning up different samples on my Turkish spindle, which I do not have right here to show you. And that's about it. I'm kind of lame this time.
I'm totally lame. I don't have any. So, whatever.
Good. Sewing.
I do have sewing. I finished a ton, and by a ton, I mean a ton, of special orders and like pre-orders and stuff. And then I posted them all into pictures. I actually have one more. I have to make a work in progress bag out of this Harry Potter fabric.
You're kind of blurry, so it's hard to see.
Well, it's the book covers of the Harry Potter fabric all online.
Totally awesome. I have seen that before, though. Or not, I mean, you posted a picture before. Or you showed me a picture, I forget.
So I'm still blurry, so if I show you stuff, it's not going to show up.
Oh, you're well, yeah, you're still kind of blurry. I don't know what happened.
Anyways, I have pictures of these on Instagram, so you can go look and see them for real. I made some baskets, because I copied you from your your shop things.
Mhm.
And so I got some burlap because I really like the look, like the rustic look.
Yeah.
And I made some. So like this one, can you tell the difference? This one has interfacing just on the inside fabric.
Okay.
And this one has interfacing on both.
Okay. Which one do you like better?
I don't know. Like it depends, I think, on what you would use it for. See, this one's a little more floppy.
I'd say the other one looks a little more stiff, which, I mean, obviously is what interfacing is going to do. But
So, like, if you were going to use these for, like, wool to sit by your spinning wheel, the floppy one would be fine. But if you were going to use them on your shelf to hold stuff, you would want a stiffer one. So, I think it just depends on what you want.
Right.
But they turn out good. I have to say, I think the burlap is screwing with me. Like, have you noticed I'm, like, stuffed up?
It's horrible to work with.
Like, and the whole time I was working with it, I was like,
it's like all up in
I
your
am
stuff.
so glad we don't have to wear burlap crap because this sucks. Like, it was everywhere. Like, it got in my eyes. Like, seriously, I was going to sew with it today, and I was, like, seriously pondering just wearing my glasses because it kept getting in my eyes. But it wasn't bad just to, like, sew with. It was, like, the cutting and that crap.
Yeah,
so,
it's the cutting because it like flies away and it gets all over, and like I would be coated with it and like be rubbing myself off.
Yeah,
and, like,
I totally was itchy all day, and so like my nose is like, ugh, and I've been sneezing.
It's worse than giving Joe a haircut. I hate having hair on me, and
yeah, but like anyways.
But they're cute.
I'm kind of annoyed because I paid to get this stupid serger fixed.
Yeah.
And I can't get it to work still. Like, the thread keeps breaking, and maybe it's just I have crappy thread. I don't know.
It shouldn't, though.
I know. Because I was going to use it to do the burlap so it would, like, finish the edge. I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay, maybe not.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
But I couldn't get it to work. So I just ended up sewing it on my sewing machine and then using a zigzag stitch to finish it because I don't want the burlap to unravel because it's really a loose weave.
It is.
But anyways, I was like,
while making those, I was like, I could weave something and sew baskets out of like hand woven fabric. But then I was like, that would be a lot of work just for like a basket or a bag or something.
Yeah. Unless it was
but
like
I could.
Special. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a couple more of those because the like word on the street is people like them. So I'm hoping for Waynesburg, people will buy them.
Sweet.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm sewing.
Cool. I haven't sewn anything else since those baskets.
Okay. So next up is gym. Our cardio challenge has started, but you can still join. You can totally still join.
Anytime.
We're not like super strict. It's this challenge is basically just to get you working out and being held accountable and earning yarn because
we like yarn.
Yeah. Or you can do fiber too if you want. The hashtag is hashtag TWSP Cardio Challenge 2015. Using
That's
it
helpful.
everywhere. So,
do you have it posted, the hashtag posted in our thing so that people can just copy and paste?
I just updated our the number one post in that thread, and I updated the header so you can click on things like the challenge, the goals, and the prizes. And as people are donating their prizes, I'm taking their pictures and putting them in the prize thread.
I'll have to find a prize.
So right now we have lots of sock yarn going on being donated, so it looks pretty cool. This isn't like a major thing. Like, you just need to go in your stash. You don't need to go buy anything if you're joining. And basically, you're setting your own goal. It's just to get you from where you are now to somewhere else in the future, because this will be like a the whole term we'll do this challenge. So yeah, join us. I'm linking to our thread in the show notes, so you can click on that and join. So join. Okay.
Sweet.
I worked out today.
Go you.
And that's when I cast on the other pair of socks.
Good job. I did not. Though, on Sunday, we went on a bike ride, and it was the first bike ride of the season, and my butt hurts. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Not fun, but we did 6 miles, and it was, like, beautiful out, so that was good. That's about it. And we went on trails, too, so, like, it was like, I was huffing and puffing at some points.
Okay. So that's the only problem with biking is your, like, lady parts go numb, and your butt hurts.
Yeah. So if you do it and then keep going, like, you get used to it. It's like the first couple of rides of the season suck, and then
Because they're numb.
Anyways,
so randomness. Our listener map is filling up. I'm so excited to see who listened. I love it. There's like a ton over here, and then the Cali Q's over here in California, and then we have 2 European. So we have someone in Germany who listens and someone in the UK.
Yeah.
Which excites me to no end.
Yes. Spread the word if you're a listener and make other people sign it, because it's fun to see.
Yeah, it is really cool to see. So I know I said last time I wasn't going to Maryland Sheep Wool, but we totally went. Like,
liar!
We weren't going to. It was like a last minute thing.
I was so mad. Not really mad, but like, Dawn was visiting, and she's like, "Oh, Alina's at the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival." I'm like, "No, she's not. She said she wasn't going." And she's like, "She's posting pictures," and I'm like, "What?" So I like got on my phone, and I was like, "Oh, so jealous."
Yeah, we weren't supposed to, but then like seriously last minute, like 10 o'clock the night before, last minute type of thing.
No, I am jealous though. Totally.
I went to Maryland Sheep and Wool, and I didn't buy any wool.
Ooh.
I went in very quickly to the wool fleece sale, and then quickly left because I said, I have 3 tubs of fleeces that I still have to process. Like, they're clean. They're not carded or anything. And I'm like, there's no way I'm buying another one because I haven't even used the ones I have.
True.
So I went and we walked around everywhere, but I did buy some soap. There's a goat's milk place, the Breezy Willow Farm it's called. And they had like, you buy them for like $6 or you get 4 for $20 or something like that. So we bought 4. I only have 2 to show you. They smell so good. This one is chamomile peach.
Ooh.
And this one is You Are Marvelous. And it's sheep goat and goat's milk in olive oil with honey and oats.
Ooh.
So it smells really, really good. And then the one that I'm currently using right now is Drama Queen. It has silk fibers in it. And it has a bit of, it's like yeah, it has a bit of, it smells kind of like, it's hard to explain. Like, it's like a creamy, like, smell, but there's like an under woodsy smell. It's hard to explain. It smells really good. And then Madison picked out this one. It's a strawberry one. And it smells like strawberry. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Good job.
So my stash down is still going strong because I signed up for it again. I did find on the ground someone dropped their button, so I took it. Hey, It was on the
Horrible.
ground, in the grass, trampled on, and no one wanted it, so I took it. So it's the Maryland sheep and wool. I probably could have gotten one. I just missed wherever you got it from.
Okay.
So I found that. I also was walking around, and I saw Lala from the Knit Girls, and she gave me a pen.
Now I'm jealous.
And look,
That's cool.
it's a stylus pen, and then you go like this, and it's a pen.
I actually have a pen like that.
I had one like that I took from Dawn's church,
Yeah, her church. I have one like that too.
and then someone took it. I think Andy or Madison or
I
something.
think I took a couple.
Now
so
I have my
still
own. So it has the Knit Girl stuff on it.
That's awesome.
Well, I thought that was cool. But like, I did also buy. We went into the Maryland Sheep and Wool thing where you buy like swag.
Mm-hmm.
And Bella picked out this camo hat, which she probably sent a text to Joe. It's like a camo hat, and it has the Maryland Sheep and Wool pin
I'll have to ask him.
like sewn on it. It's like this picture sewn on it, and it says Maryland Sheep and Wool. And then I got this mug
That's awesome.
because I figured the T-shirts are great, but they're like man's shaped, and they're not the girl T-shirt.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And I don't like the way man-shaped T-shirts fit on me. So I just was like, I'll use a mug. This one I think was a couple of years ago. I don't think it's this year's. But I like the way this one looks because the sheep on there is pretty cute.
That is cute.
So that's all I got. And I got to see a lot of people like at the House Cup meetup. Porcupine Snuggles made everyone stitch markers. I forgot to bring them in here, but I have one. Because, you know me, like I put safety pins in all of my bags, so I have like stitch markers on them. So I have one that she made.
That's awesome.
Because I separate them out and then put stitch markers over. But she made everyone stitch markers, which I thought was really nice. So, like, Denbren was there. She's a Gryffindor. Porcupine Snuggles. BCTS 1022, which is Barbie. And Mama Dawn, which is Dawn. She's Fairy Tale Knits. That's what her company is. There were some other people, but I totally forget what their names were. Like, Ravelry names.
This is my jealous face.
Next year.
Yes, next year I'm coming, for sure.
So,
I
yeah.
have to.
It was cool. But that was the first year we ever went on a Saturday, and holy crap.
Busy?
Was it crazy. Like, normally we go on Sunday, and we're like, oh, you can park in the normal parking spot, and you just walk, like, you know, for a little bit. We parked in, like, the way extended parking, like, overpassed, like, way, like, they made parking for, like, that's how crazy it was. And walked for, like, miles to get to there. Wasn't really that long, but it felt like that, especially at the end of the day when we were walking back to our car because we were tired. But yeah, it was a lot of walking, and there was a lot of sheep, and the girls really like it. Like, Madison's kind of like whatever, but Bella loves going to see the sheep, and they do a sheepdog demonstration, and she loves that. Actually, the sheepdog demonstration was when the House Cup meetup was, so Andy took her to that, and I just sat around and knit and talked. So it was a lot of fun.
Cool.
So yeah. Okay, I'll stop talking about it because you're so jealous.
That's okay. You can talk about it. But I am jealous. I want to go. The Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival is cool and all, but there's never, I think we had a meetup a bunch of years ago. But yeah, I've only gone to it a couple times. Either way,
It's fun.
I don't really have much to talk about. Dawn came to visit with Joshua, so I haven't really done much. It was Gabe's birthday. I made him a Pikachu cake. That's
so
kind of
cute.
lame and deformed.
No, it looks cute.
Let me see if I can get the picture. We went on a bike ride. I already talked about that. It was fun having Joshua here. He's so cute, and he talks so much now. It's not even funny.
That is. He looked like he had a lot of fun. He just looks like he's sitting.
He's all like, oh. Anyways,
It's better than any Pikachu I would do.
yeah, but that's about it. I'm kind of boring.
I have one more thing to talk about, and then we can be done.
Okay.
So, we cyber school. So the kids get done with school around lunchtime most days, and then they're bored. And I have this thing about being bored. I'll put you to work. And I also have this thing about teenagers being on their phones all the time. I'll put you to work. So I've been asking Madison if she wants to help, and she does normally. Like, if I just turn on Pandora to music, she'll come and do stuff for me. No, I'm not kidding.
It's funny.
So, like, yesterday I was like, hey, can you do some work for me? And she was like, I guess. So I had her, I started taking the pictures. Like, it was nice out, so I took the photo tent outside, and I was like, hey, Madison, go to my website and, like, explore how I take pictures and what they look like. And so she, like, she spent a couple of minutes while I was taking pictures of the special orders, because I had certain bags that I wanted to take pictures of to do updates, just so I could have, like, current updates every week or so.
Yeah.
So I had her, like, look through the pictures, and I was like, okay, so now I want you to take pictures of all these bags. And I had, like, a Rubbermaid tote with the bags in it. And so I had her doing that. Like, she sat there and took the pictures for me, which freed me up to do so much, because I've been trying to do everything, like, myself. And they're always like, can I do something to help you? And I'm like, well, you really can't sew.
Yeah.
But this stuff you can do. And so today I have her going through my scrap tote, because I do have a tote of scraps, and finding, like, I'm hoping to make some notion pouches for fat fiber.
Okay.
And so I have her going through and finding certain sizes of stuff. So she's doing that for me. But, like, she just listens to music and does it. She would be just sitting there watching TV anyways.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
But I'm like, why didn't I think of this before? Really?
I don't know.
But that's all I have to talk about.
That's cool. I wish my kids could do stuff.
Well,
They
it probably could.
not much.
You have to find the secret. The music secret. Like, for me, it's music. What's it for your kid?
I know, but I don't really have something for them to do.
Well, could they, like, how do you price it? You write it on the card?
On a little card, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I have to weigh
Have
them
them
to see
circle
how
it.
many I have. It's kind of, I don't know. I guess I could have Gabe. I don't know. For now, until I'm still small, I'm not, like, big time in anything, so it's okay. I'm not going to fool myself into thinking I need child labor yet. But that's okay.
I'm all for child labor.
No, it's totally cool.
But, like, I kind of do pay them anyways, so, like, they get whatever they want. Not whatever they want, but you know what I mean. Like,
Bribery. No, they earn stuff. I get it.
Last time they helped me out, so I bought them the new Pokemon game, stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to send you some stuff for your next show.
Yes, you do.
I will get a box together. All right, now we're just babbling.
Yes, we are.
We'll see you guys later next week.
Bye.
Bye.